One prophecy, one murder, and one man's unchecked ambition brought an entire kingdom to its knees. This is William Shakespeare's Macbeth, one of the greatest tragedies in English literature. Long ago, in the mist-covered lands of medieval Scotland, there lived a fearless warrior named Macbeth. Brave, loyal, and respected by all, he fought for his king with unmatched courage. Alongside his closest friend Banquo, Macbeth defeated the enemies of Scotland and returned home as a celebrated hero. But destiny had something far darker in store. As they crossed a lonely heath, thunder echoed across the sky. Out of the swirling mist appeared three mysterious witches. In Shakespeare's tragedies, the supernatural often reveals hidden desires rather than controlling destiny. Looking straight into Macbeth's eyes, the witches spoke words that would change his life forever. All hail Macbeth, Thane of Cawdor and future King of Scotland. Then they turned to Banquo and declared that although he would never be king, his descendants would one day rule Scotland. Before Macbeth could ask another question, the witches vanished into the darkness. At first, Macbeth dismissed the prophecy as impossible, but within hours, a royal messenger arrived with astonishing news. King Duncan had appointed him Thane of Cawdor. The first prophecy had come true. A dangerous thought slowly entered Macbeth's mind. If this became true, could I really become king? The prophecy awakened Macbeth's tragic flaw, his unchecked ambition. From that moment, the noble hero slowly began transforming into a tyrant. When Macbeth shared the prophecy with his wife, Lady Macbeth, she saw not destiny, but opportunity. Fierce, intelligent, and consumed by ambition, she questioned Macbeth's courage and convinced him that fate would never hand him the crown. If he wanted to become king, he would have to take it himself. That very night, King Duncan visited Macbeth's castle. As Scotland slept peacefully, Macbeth silently walked through the dark corridors, a dagger trembling in his hand. Every step felt heavier than the last. Then, he murdered the king. With one terrible act, Macbeth gained the crown, but lost his peace forever. The murder of Duncan marked the turning point of the play. Order gave way to chaos, and Scotland fell into darkness. Macbeth became King of Scotland. But the throne brought no happiness. Every whisper sounded like a conspiracy. Every shadow looked like an enemy. Every night was haunted by fear. The brave warrior who once protected Scotland was now ruled by guilt and suspicion. When another prophecy warned that Banquo's descendants would inherit the throne, Macbeth made another terrible choice. He ordered the murder of his own best friend. Banquo was killed, but guilt cannot be buried. During a royal banquet, Macbeth suddenly saw Banquo's ghost sitting silently in his chair, staring only at him. No one else could see the ghost, but Macbeth's terror revealed the truth hidden inside his soul. Unlike Macbeth, Banquo remained loyal, honorable, and morally strong. His ghost became the living symbol of Macbeth's guilty conscience. Meanwhile, Lady Macbeth could no longer escape her own guilt. Night after night, she wandered through the castle in her sleep, rubbing her hands again and again. Out, damn spot. Out, I say. She desperately tried to wash away imaginary blood that existed only in her mind. The invisible blood became a symbol of a guilty conscience that no power could ever erase. Slowly, guilt destroyed her. Desperate for certainty, Macbeth returned to the witches. Once again they spoke in riddles. No man born of a woman shall harm Macbeth. Believing himself invincible, Macbeth marched into battle with complete confidence. But Shakespeare reminds us that blind faith in prophecy can be just as dangerous as ambition itself. Then came Macduff. Standing face to face with Macbeth, he revealed the truth. I was from my mother's womb untimely ripped. Macduff had been born by caesarean birth. In that single moment, Macbeth realized he had misunderstood the prophecy all along. His confidence vanished. The battle ended. Macduff defeated Macbeth, bringing an end to his reign of fear. Malcolm, the rightful heir to the Scottish throne, was crowned king, restoring peace and justice to Scotland. But the legend of Macbeth lived on, not as the story of a great king, but as the story of a great man destroyed by his own ambition. because Shakespeare reminds us of a timeless truth. Ambition can inspire greatness, but when ambition overpowers morality, it becomes the beginning of our downfall. Through Macbeth, Shakespeare explores the destructive power of ambition, the burden of guilt, the conflict between fate and free will, the influence of the supernatural, and the qualities of true kingship, making it one of the greatest tragedies ever written.